My name is Dana and I am 13 years old. I am making this video in an effort to raise awareness about domestic violence against women in the United States. In their lifetime, 1 in 4 women will be domestically abused. Intimate partner violence is a serious problem that can leave women severely injured, mentally and physically unhealthy, and in extreme cases, dead. In fact, every day, 3 to 5 women get murdered by their partners. The abusers often manipulate the victim's mental state to make them believe that they deserve this and that it is their fault. These women usually either believe this and stay with the partner to try and please them, or they know it's not true but are too scared to leave their abuser. However, some women do get away. There are emergency shelters available for women and children who have escaped abusive situations. But even if these women are no longer being abused, they are left with no resources, not to mention being potentially psychologically damaged. There are 3 main root causes of why domestic violence is happening. The first is gender role assimilation and sexism in society. 95% of abusers are male, and men make up only 5% of victims. 85% of murders are perpetrated by men, and the majority of women who do commit murders are doing it in defense of being battered. Think about it. If you were to read a newspaper article about a shooting that was committed by a man, it most likely wouldn't focus on the fact that it was executed by a male. However, if it was a woman shooter, it would be specified early on and probably even focused on the fact that the perpetrator was female. Another root cause is violence and sexism in the media. The average American views 3,000 advertisements a day, and these ads are growing increasingly offensive. Women in advertisements are generally portrayed as weak and passive, whereas the men are usually strong and in control. Portrayal of body types is another issue. Female models are almost always unrealistically skinny and flawless, and when women see these, it makes them think that they would be more perfect if they look like these models. Because of this, 4 out of 5 women in America are dissatisfied with their bodies, and 50% are on a diet. Feeling imperfect leads to low self-esteem, which in turn raises vulnerability. Women devalue their self-worth, making them more easily subjected to mental manipulation and abuse. The final root cause of domestic violence is unhealthy factors during childhood that make someone more likely to be an abuser or victim when they grow up. 85% of abusers grew up in a household where they experienced abuse. However, even just witnessing frequent abuse makes children 1,000 times more likely to abuse their spouse later in life. So you can see that these women and children need your help, and there are many different ways you can show your support. You can donate clothing, money, canned food, and other things that you think someone who is trying to restart their life might need to a domestic violence organization. You can also raise awareness about this issue by forwarding this video to others, or simply having conversations about domestic violence with your friends. Even just advocating for someone you think might be involved in an unhealthy relationship can be the first step to stopping domestic abuse. I hope that by taking these action steps, we can minimize incidents of domestic violence so much so that one day those emergency shelters won't be necessary.